Hey, everybody. Joe Misfit Glenn here. Welcome to A Minute with Misfit. We are here with Luke Roberts, the man behind the scenes. Welcome, Luke. Welcome.
Hey, how are y'all?
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good. How are you? Good to be here.
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. Had a long day, but it's still.
It was quite busy.
Yeah, busy day. Who we got in here, guys? Say hello, please. Probably got to wait a second. My internet really sucks.
See 4 people watching.
Mm-hmm. Facebook user Bradley Cunningham. Welcome, Bradley. Joe.
Hello, Bradley. Joe.
Facebook user. Hey, guys. You know what? I didn't put out that morning thing like I usually do with the StreamYard thing. I apologize. Got you, Brad. Dave McQueen in the house.
Hey.
Welcome.
Welcome, Dave.
Dave McQueen is New Zealand, I believe, right?
New Zealand. I think so. He's one of the.
He's overseas anyway.
One of our NATO guys.
I think last time he caught me on the calling him an Australian. He was like, "I'm New Zealand." What's up, Andrew? Father Time in the house, man. Welcome.
Hey, Andrew. Glad you're here, brother.
Hell yeah. Happy New Year's to you, Dave. Dave said Happy New Year's.
See that? I got the comments tonight, man. We got this figured out.
Brother, we squared you away. That's right, man.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
big time now.
Yeah. It's official.
Hell yeah. So I was right. Cool,
Facebook
man.
user, how's your day? Day's good. How was yours?
Man. Bradley? Nope. It does the same, man. Yep. West Aussie.
Bob. That's Bob from West Aussie. He said Facebook user.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a long day too, man, but it was a good day nonetheless. It's just long. Brian Smith, welcome.
Welcome, Brian.
Yeah. Well, cool, guys.
Some familiar faces in the house tonight.
Yeah. There's Tommy. Welcome,
hey.
Tommy.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Cool, man. We'll give it a few more minutes for some folks to keep trickling in. Y'all have good holidays? Everyone?
They're over.
They are.
They were good.
Yeah, man. We had stellar time, man. Everything went smooth. It was good to spend time with the fam, you know? Hell yeah. Glad to hear it, Joe. Oh. He said, thanks, somebody. Hell yeah. All right. Well, y'all, tonight is going to be about question and answers, man. And I'm going to be touching on a couple of things that a few of the members had mentioned they wanted to hear about. All right. Okay. Facebook user Dry and Blue Gelato Auto.
Okay. Nice. Blue Gelato sounds intriguing.
Mm-hmm. You know, anything gelatos has been fantastic from what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, glad to see yours over with. Hopefully this will be a better year. Happy New Year, y'all. Hell yeah. I had a decent year. The end of my year went out with a bang. Like I was just leaps and bounds recovering from things, man, that were pestering me for years. Yeah. And so I just hope this next year keeps on moving forward, man. And I'm just going to go with it.
That's good, man. You have made leaps and bounds.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Proud of you for that.
I appreciate that, brother. Okay. Bradley, we'll get on that. He says, all ears here about clones and related equipment. Okay. I could touch on that shortly here.
G'day from Australia. Facebook user. Who's that? Who are we talking to? Glad you're here.
You know what? I might be able to throw up I guess I couldn't. Not right now. I couldn't. What's up, Brian Smith? Hell yeah. Okay. Well, since I think that was Bradley. Yeah, Bradley. So cloning, man. I use a Clone King aeroponics cloner. Okay, so basically what that is, it's got 3 gallons in a tank. and then all my clones sit up on top. It sprays water to the bottom of the stems of those little clones that I took. 10 days to 14 days, I'll see roots developing, if not be able to take the plant and put it in soil. But either way, it should be no longer than a month's time, and I will have a rooted plant. You can put it in soil with some, what's up, TJ? I got you, brother. You can put it in soil with some rooting hormones. What else? How else can you do it? I think that's about it, right? So it's either you do the aeroponics cloners, a hydroponic, I guess you could do, or soil. I just did a video on that, Bradley. What was it?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Just did one, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I can repost that up, or you can check the featured. Check the featured things. I believe it's the one that's in there. Maybe you could just go run through that, and that would help you out a little bit better.
Just to kind of give you an idea, on Amazon, they have it's maybe a little bigger than what you want, but a 36 site aeroponic Clone King cloner is $100.
Yeah.
So that kind of give you an idea of the price of one. They get smaller than that.
Yeah, that's the ones I use. 2 of the 36 site cloners, like what you just read. I believe they have like a 15 site, which would be perfect for like you, Luke. Just to keep a particular pheno alive. All you need is like a couple of sites, really. But the bigger the vat of water, the cooler your water will be, which is key for the aeroponics cloners, because you have a motor in there, and those motors heat up the water. And if your ambient temperature is up in the 80s, well, your water is going to be that way too. And it'll take a long time.
Yep.
Let's see, those sprout roots, if you put it in a glass of water, change your water. Hey, so TJ, I'd like to touch on that, man. I just was watching some informational videos on sprouting your rooting or your little things in water, because I'm actually doing some willow plants. They said do not change your water, because the plants give off a rooting hormone themselves, and it sits in that water. And if you change it out, then all that rooting hormone's gone, and you can do a little bit, or you'd add some more time to the rooting portion of your stuff. So they said, instead of draining it and replacing it, just add water to it. So fun fact for you. I just learned it myself, but good looking out, TJ. What are you trying to share something, Joe? Are you trying to share it in the comments, brother?
Yeah, sometimes if you try to share links or anything, it won't show up until after the live is over with, and then the link in the comments will show up, Joe. But you have access to do that to the page, man. After the live, go ahead and you can post as you need to, bud. Yeah,
and then guys, if there's anything, go check that page. Check our page afterwards for the information. Joe's our information dude. If there's a question I have, I go to Joe. Yeah. All right, and so keep that in mind, y'all. If you have a question, if I can't answer it, that's the man that's going to answer it. All right.
He is a wealth of knowledge. I had a conversation with him today, and it was
it's amazing.
I learned something every time I speak to him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's trying to invite people to the show. I don't know how to do that yet from here.
I don't think we can do it from the live.
Nah, I don't think I can do it from me. I can invite people to come on to the live, but not into the comments. Sorry about that, Joe.
We'll get that handled, Joe.
Yeah, we'll work into that, man. I'll see how we can make that happen. Oh, so like Brian Smith just did. He just added a name. Would that tag the person?
That might be able to. If they tag them, they may be able to come in and see it. You can try that, Joe. Yeah, sure.
Huh, okay. What's up, Facebook user? Okay. Tommy Stevens. Is that question, Luke? Talk to me about what Tommy was looking for, brother.
Yeah, Tommy from Harrisburg, Illinois. When to germinate seeds and moving plants outside. So he's basically wanting to know when's the best time to start germinating your seed and preparing them for outside grow. And I think, a lot of that would have to do with what region you're in, but I'll let you go ahead and.
Okay. And did I remember something about an autoflower?
And an autoflower too. He was talking about the I forgot to go back and look at that part.
I can check it, brother.
Let's see here.
Okay, he's actually growing autoflowers now. That's right.
Right, and he's wanting to go he's asking about photos, the photo period.
Okay. All right. So,
Mother half's on here. Hey, babe.
hey, what's up, Christine?
There's another behind the scene worker right there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Welcome. Mama's laid up right now. She's tired. We had a bunch of doctor's appointments today. She might make an appearance, but
hey, Colin's here. Hey, Colin.
Hell welcome. Yeah. Okay. So back to Tommy. Okay, so for photos, the difference between autos and photos, there's quite a bit of difference. Growing them is pretty much the same, except for autos are faster and more finicky, right? And what I mean by finicky is, I think you mentioned something about nutrient burn. Or was that him?
I think that was the comment you were talking about. He was using a Fox Farm liquid something nutrient with an auto in a Fox Farm soil that already has nutrients in it. That might have been an issue.
Okay.
We were talking about that too earlier.
Oh, it's Adam Foltz.
Oh, was that Adam Foltz? Okay.
Sorry. So back to Tommy's.
That's right. It was Adam. Yep.
Okay. And so for a photo, you would start the seed the same way. As far as going outdoors, the way I did it was I would look for around here in Oklahoma, March, I can literally get plants outdoors most years. All right. Some years it'll be in April. April 15th is always a good time to shoot for. Some people shoot for April 1st. I like to shoot for March 15th, right? So March 1st, I would plant my seeds, get them started, get them into being a healthy little young plant before they get to going outside. When you take them outside, if you started them inside, take them out for the day for a few hours. Keep them maybe in a guarded area, so where it's kind of blocked from the sunlight itself. Let them get used to the UV rays. There's some kind of a protecting chemical they put into themselves. It activates it with this UV. They start protecting themselves from the UV light. They don't have that when they're indoors usually. I believe some of these LED lights are now starting to throw out UV, which helps with that. But I don't know what kind of stuff you're growing with, my man. So be very careful when you're taking your plant from indoors to outdoors and let it get used to it. After that, man, you're in. All right. Or you can wait till, it's absolutely, past your freeze time and just plant it outside and let it start from the beginning. You can do that. I've done that. It's a little bit hair raising because there's a lot of critters that like those little teeny plants, but, so that's all I would do. It says New York, we have to wait till late May, June 1st. Yeah. So that's Brian Smith saying in New York, they have to wait. So it's about your region. But for around here, it's about that last frost. You don't want your plants to be in any kind of cold weather. Okay. While they're out, bring them indoors every night. That's what I did for like the first 3 weeks, especially with autoflowers. If you do autoflowers outdoors, absolutely protect them from that high noon intense sun. Okay. Let me see if I answered everything on that. When to germinate them? Like I said, probably about the 1st of March. Yeah. But if you are going to start it about 2 weeks to a month earlier before you take it outside. That should be a little bit better of information for you. Where are you at anyway, Tommy? What state you in? I might have better information for you.
It's Illinois is what he's got on his.
Illinois. Okay. I don't have better information for you. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I think that was all he wanted. Okay. But back to autoflowers, bro. They're tricky, man. And so I think you're going to have a lot of fun with photos. They're way more forgiving. I've seen people really damn near kill their stuff. And I just tell them, no, it'll come back. And every time it's come back, guys. So understand that you have a little leeway. You don't want to do that, but if you happen to screw up, it's okay. Southern Illinois. What is it? Illinois is that border Missouri? No, where is it? I don't fucking know. No, I've driven through it, past it. Okay. So any questions on that, Tommy? Did I square you away, bro?
Yes, Missouri is a border state, but
okay. Yeah, so he might have, and he's Southern Illinois, so he's got to catch a little bit of that Missouri nastiness.
Yep.
All right, got you. Okay, Kentucky and Missouri, right. So you ain't too far away from us, Tommy.
No, he's not.
All right, so no other questions on that. All right, we'll move along. Luke, you got any? What's the next one you got, brother?
We can go ahead since we're kind of in that area. We'll go down to Adam,
okay,
West Virginia, talking about when to feed autos. And the last grow he did, I guess he fed with a Fox Farm liquid amendment.
Yes.
And I think he had some burn. So
okay. So Adam, Fox Farms, the liquid nutrients. If I had any advice, I would get rid of that. All right. The synthetic stuff, I know that you're using it, and that's great. You go ahead and use it if you need to, but I would try to transition away from it. Like, because that's what I started out using. It was the three-part one. I think it was the micro or the micro newt, the veg, and the bloom, tiger bloom and whatnot. If that's the same one, I would suggest, man, moving along. There's way better stuff out there. And all those nutrients are not naturally colored like that. So with that, and then on top of that, I would not be feeding your autos, man. I use Fox Farm Ocean Forest Soil. That is it. I can grab you a plant and show you that she has had no food and she's 2 months old. You want me to show you one? I guess my point being is that they don't need it, man. These people will tell you feed it, but those people are also selling you the nutrients, man. Okay. You guys got to understand that this is all about money. If I'm able to do it without it, I know you guys can too, man. I know it. So as far as autoflowers, I wouldn't feed them at all. Just get a really good soil and go with it. You don't need to have a big old arm-sized cola to have a successful growth. Okay. And then what else? Was that all he was talking about, was feeding them?
Yeah, he was just talking. He wanted to know when to feed autos, which that covered pretty much everything. Yeah. So good question. Good question too, because a lot of people out there do that.
Yeah. So in the idea that you're going to feed your autoflower, I would feed it probably at about maybe 3 weeks old or maybe a month old to give it some time, right? One set of vegetative newts. By the time it's done using, maybe even 2 weeks. But by the time that's done, it'll be ready to go into flower. You can feed her once in flower. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend feeding her anything. But when you do feed her, go half cut or quarter cut from what they're telling you. If they're telling you a teaspoon, go to a quarter teaspoon to start. That'll take all of the newt burn and the all the autoflowers little nastiness out of it. Okay. That's how I would approach an autoflower with Fox Farms nutrients. Okay. Limited. Everything in moderation. All right. And Maxwell says, damn, those are two really good looking beards. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, I'm just playing. Okay. And then Joe Schroner even had a little add in on that. Thank you, Joe. It affects the flavor of the plant. So I think I'd like to hear more about that, Joe, because I had heard this before, but I don't know the logistics of it. And I'd like to hear more. Personally started a new nutrient. I always cut the dose in half and see how I like it. Right. Yeah. Just like Max said, he always cuts nutrients in half just to see how it treats his plant. But that Fox Farm stuff is pretty harsh. You can legit get some way better stuff. Okay. And if you do get the dry amendments, that's what they make the liquids out of, apparently. And it's way cheaper, lasts longer. Okay. All right. Yeah, hell yeah, Joe. We'll talk. Any questions, guys? Any questions so far? Anybody got any cool stories for the holidays? Anything crazy happen?
I know
crazy?
Something happened. I know somebody like blew some tannerite up in an old dryer or something.
I love hearing it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Something happened.
anytime families get together, dude, there's always some kind of nonsense going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Max is saying I'd recommend staying away from Fox Farms for new growers. Yeah, it's pretty harsh stuff, guys. But like I said, since you're already in it, and it had been said too that when you have soil and you add these synthetic nutrients in there, you're killing everything. So there's no microorganisms in there doing the work for the plant like it should. You're feeding the nutrients, and so the plant's only getting it, when you give it to it. It's just not working the same way, I guess. Anybody ever work on vehicles and use that ether to start your old trucks? Do you remember doing that? And you remember what they said? They said that it would ruin all your carburetor, make it into a crackhead, right? And so it would need it every time to start. Basically, look at that as the way these plants are. It's going to need those newts. The moment you stop using them, it's going to end up it's going to tank.
And does that make a difference when you start breeding, especially whenever you're giving a plant nutrients and stuff like
Absolutely. That? I mean, it makes a difference in smoking it alone. Yeah. I mean, because to me, I know that the plant cells store all those nutrients. In my research, I've read that it stores all those nutrients that you give it, and it uses it as it needs to. But if you're pumping the newts to it and it's just full of newts, you're going to smoke that. Your ash is going to be black. It's going to burn your throat. It's going to do all kinds of weird shit.
We got somebody in here from Holland, Facebook user.
Hell yeah.
Facebook user, they're from Holland. Who are you? Tell us a little bit about you, where exactly, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, I think they were the Vitaponics. It's coming to America soon. The Sea of Greens, Colorado. I believe that's who they are, if that's the same one, because we can't see the name, of course. But I didn't know they were from Holland. Bitching.
That's cool.
What's up, Rod? Rod's in the house.
Yeah.
We're doing good, bro.
Fellow maggot.
That's what's up. See, isn't that some like Navy and Marine shit?
I think so. Yeah.
The damn Navy guys. Them corpsmen are always kind of hinky, ain't they? What's up, Nah? Welcome. Shit, yeah.
Nah. Hey, Nah.
Hell yeah.
Glad you're here.
That's cool. Yeah, so I think that's who it is, the Vitaponics. And yeah, we looking to check you all out, man. I've been hearing about you. Hell yeah. Yeah, our drill instructors called us a bunch of stuff, and I'm sure that word was in there, Rod. I'm sure of it. All right. Okay, we got another question, Luke?
Let's see here.
Whoop, whoop.
Dirk, I believe it's Kokier. I'm saying that right. Don't hold that against me. From Holland, Michigan, which maybe that was him from Holland, Michigan. Maybe that was the guy. Asked about any info on adding CO2 to a tent grow.
Okay.
What do you recommend?
So Adam, I don't use CO2. However, I intend to eventually. So what I've heard about CO2, and all I needed to hear about CO2 is that it makes your buds denser and it helps your plants deal a little bit better when you're in high temperatures. I know that there's other people on here. Joe, maybe you can throw in an added little benefit to CO2 besides the bud density and dealing with the heat and humidity. That is all I know about CO2, but that's enough for me to go grabbing onto it, helping your plant out in the stressful moments, especially during the summer, in the grow. Those AC units go through some work, but that's all I got on CO2 machines, man. And now I know that they sell little bags on Amazon. You literally add some water to it, throw it up in the corner of your room, and it just, I guess CO2 is heavier, so it just kind of flows out into the ground and helps. But
Joe said it improves photosynthesis.
Okay, and so it helps them, make energy out of the lighting. Yeah,
sure.
Okay, so that's that one. Any other additions to CO2? Yeah. So Max, yeah, I've never used them. Yeah. So if anybody out there has used these CO2 bags, man, we'd like to hear about the pros and cons, or all pros or all cons, whichever, man. Oh shit.
No, she got the hookup.
Yeah. HLD
What?
600R spec. Now, I think they have a 600R and a 600R spec. I don't know the difference between the two. Yeah, so just like Joe said, high heat situation, add the CO2. Yep. Hey, TJ, you still around, brother? Rod's asking for you, man. Any other questions on CO2 that maybe Joe can answer? Photosynthesis. See, man, if I could remember that word, that'd be cool. Have that in my vocabulary. All right. And I think that was, or did we have one more question?
No, the other one was from Joe, but that's going to be probably a show in itself.
Yeah. There was.
I think it should be a show in itself, actually.
There was, yeah. So Joe was asking about root development and obviously how to make the best of it, I guess, would be what the show would be about. Me and Joe have to get together, and Luke, and we got to talk about what we need to tell you guys in the way we need to tell you guys, because some of this stuff is really it's out there with scientific shit, you know, and I don't want to make anybody leave because it's just too crazy. Yeah, so Dirk, man, the StreamYard login, I screwed that up. I didn't send one out today. I've been gone since 8 o'clock this morning, man. My bad. But yeah, so I'll try to be getting that out there next time. Oh, Rod. What's the biggest buck you have? Oh, Max is asking about the biggest buck you taken, brother.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Maxwell Bland?
Yeah, Max Bland, yeah.
Oh, boy. It's one probably 50, I would say 155 dry about 4 years ago. He was a little busted up. It was late in season. He's the biggest buck that I've ever shot. He's really, really big body. He was a mature deer.
Nice.
I haven't shot any that I feel worthy enough to put on the wall. But, you know, I'll show you some pictures, man.
Hell yeah. Okay, light intensity for young plants. Joe Schroner is asking about it. And I know that's a loaded question coming from Joe. So, guys, when you start little seedlings and you take a cutting and you have it, you know, either in your soil or in your cloner or whatever, okay, and you need to be worrying about the intensity of your light. Those plants, they can legitimately sit off in the corner with very low limited lights. They're not going to be photosynthesizing through their leaves, or maybe they are because for the roots. So I'll take that shit back. But either way, man, they need very, very light, about 150 to 200 par. I want to say I thought a light bulb had 200 par about 6 inches away from it, 100-watt light bulb. So it's limited amounts of lighting. Like I have my cloner way at the bottom of my tent, my light's way up to the top, and I know that that's sitting at about 200 par. And my clones take 2 weeks to root and get into soil. So that's what I would suggest for your small plants, is a very light. Once you start seeing your seeds stretch, you need to up your intensity just a little bit. Be on it, okay?
Hey, Max, reach out to me sometime, man. We can talk. Trying to get started on hunting, man. I got some resources, man, for some gear if you're wanting to start, you know, just practicing, just getting kind of learning the ropes, man. I'd love to help you with that.
Yeah. That's good shit. Welcome, Timothy. Welcome.
There he is.
And oh, I know, Rod. I know you are, bro. I know Rod trying to get me.
Yeah.
Who was it? Yeah, there was a Facebook user that mentioned, hey, Philippines. What? Philippines in the house. Welcome. I love seeing that shit. That's too cool, man.
Worldwide, baby.
World. Yeah, guys. And so I heard another person that say there was no StreamYard link. I apologize, guys. I didn't throw out that link this morning, but I don't know why. Usually when I go live, it should be up top. I will figure that out eventually to where it'll just be with every time I go live, guys.
Yeah, the wife's having a hard time finding it right now. I've been trying to help her find it too.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff.
We're learning. We're new.
Yeah, we're learning, man. All this stuff happened really quick, man, and so we just kind of
Holy
run.
smokes, you guys! Thank you for being patient with us. We're trying to make this namaste, right?
Yeah, and it ain't easy, man. There's just, I mean, it's been a pleasant ride. I'm going to tell you that, but there's a lot, and the support has humbled me.
Speaking of that, I think we need to give some love.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we've got some really, really cool support, good people on board that we're familiar with, that we've watched and dealt with and gotten to know and got close with. Native Veteran. Some of you guys are probably familiar with him.
Yep.
He's in Oklahoma. He's a veteran, United States Army, I believe.
Yep.
Lives here in Oklahoma. Outstanding grower. Grows some really good medicine. So he's going to be with us in our group and kind of sharing some knowledge with us whenever he can. If you guys have any questions, he's reach out to him and message him. He's really good at answering stuff like that. Now, Native Veteran does not sell his genetics, so he doesn't have seeds for sale. But you guys can buy his medicine from dispensaries here in Oklahoma, and those will be coming up on our feed as well as they come. Nikki Mesner will be posting those from his Instagram page, and you guys can look up his Instagram page too to see that stuff. But he's got penny grams for veterans at some of these stops that he drops at, and it's a really cool thing. He does a lot of good stuff for veterans, and it really helps him too. I've talked to Caleb a lot, and he's a very humble person, and I can appreciate that in somebody with what he's doing. So, anyways, a little shout out to Native Veteran tonight.
Oh yeah, man.
We appreciate you being here with us and believing in our mission. So
yeah,
glad to have you there.
And so what I know of Native Veteran, because I've got to spend some time with him. I've done some videos over at his house making hash and stuff like that. Again, really solid dude, great grower, really knows his business. You know what I mean? He is all about the soil, right? So the organic living soil, no nutrients, just all medicine, right? So there's no chemicals in there that you're going to feel in a throat burn, nothing like that. It's all natural. And that's where he makes all his money. I mean, he's and when I say that, yeah, and these are his strains: Windwalker, Raspberry Jelly, Snugglefuck, and Billy Knuckles. And I can't remember what the other one, the cross, was, but he has some really good strains, really good medicine. Let me put it that way. That is what he grows for. It's not for the partier on Friday, although it works for that partier on Friday. This is meant for the veteran trying to recover, trying to heal, and the other person trying to, whether it be a civilian or not, or a supporter of veterans, or, a spouse of a veteran. That's what he's all about. And so those pennygrams, man, he legit gives up an amount of cannabis, that he could normally sell and make a pretty penny off of, I will add.
If I'm not mistaken, he said I think it was 28 grams to a stop where veterans can go in and have access to a penny a gram. So you can do the math on that. If you have 3 or 4 vets, like he was saying, in a place, you can.
And not to mention, it's not just flour. I think he's done hash, gram hash for a penny.
He did his muscle rub.
Muscle rub is buck rub, right?
Buck rub. That's what it was called, buck rub. And that berry blend bubble hash that he has. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But so Native Veteran, man, like I said, man, we're giving a shout out. Well, let me move that and give him a shout out. Yeah. So good grower. He'll be involved in the group of throwing out his drops and stuff like that. If you're in Oklahoma, you could take advantage of his deal. Otherwise, you could take advantage of some knowledge. But yeah, so Native Veteran, man, go check him out, guys, if you live in Oklahoma. Cool. Hell yeah.
And I think it was Bradley Cunningham was wondering about the SOGS stuff that they have going on. Do you want to cover that? You want to go over that real quick?
Sea Green. This is or is it this one?
That one right there, the Sea Green seed.
$20.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Sea Green, Nick and Jason over at Sea Green, man, they just keep throwing these guys out, or throwing out all these benefits for you guys. $20 5-packs until January 9th. And so I believe that's any strain you want. You get 5 seeds, whether they be reg or fem, I don't know. Regular or feminized, I don't know. But $20 for 5 seeds that's good. That's
if I was reading it right, everything's already taken care of on the consumer side. So if they go in and find their strain, everything's already been discounted until the 9th for them to, they don't have to worry about putting in a promo code or anything like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Pretty streamlined.
Awesome.
Like
and then, so we have that going on, but there's also this was up there, Misfit 35. There's a 35% discount. I don't believe those gel together. So I wouldn't even attempt to put those together, guys, because $20 for a 5-pack is pretty significant. You don't need no break.
Pretty good. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, go visit them. What is it? SeaGreenSeeds.com. Yep. And they're on Facebook, y'all. If you aren't on their Facebook page, go see them, man. Go join up.
Sea Green Seeds, Sea Green Australia.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Mm-hmm. I streamed to them, guys. If I know some of them are in here.
Yeah, so, Colin's in here. I saw him. There was a couple other guys.
Yeah. So we streamed to Australia and the Philippines and everywhere. We all over the world. It's pretty crazy, right? But anyway, guys, go check them out. Good group of dudes, man, and they really like helping out. Show them some love, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. We have another one too. Let's talk about Rebecca, bro.
Rebecca over at Blue Organic Supplies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So let me put that up. So yeah. So Rebecca and me, we've done a couple of shows together. I've dealt with some Blue Organic stuff. I have some personal testimonials about it, but Luke, you can go ahead and say what you needed to say about it first, man.
Blue Organic Supplies, the only you have the testimonial. I know that she's extended an offer to Misfit Farms with I believe it was a 50% discount code.
Yeah.
Okay. For her products. So really good stuff. I'll let you give the testimonials because you're pretty squared away on her.
Let me get some of the Blue Magic. Hold on.
Cool. What's everybody kicking back with tonight?
All right. Yeah, I guess I should get over here to the comments again. I was looking at all the other stuff.
Yes, Maxwell, it's a very generous discount.
Yeah.
It's a serious one, but it's a very generous discount.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is Blue Magic. All right, this is just a little sample bottle, but Blue Magic was Blue Organic Supplies, like the start. So you're going to catch me lying. This is about pest control, right? What's up, Jake? Uh-oh, what did I miss? I missed it. Oh, no, I think you might be talking to the other Joe. Sorry. But anyway, so I've been dealing with Rebecca. They have natural pesticides, basically. So it's all natural organic stuff that you can use to get rid of mites and any of the bad stuff on your plants. Now, I haven't really used that. I've used Blue Magic one time or two on, I think it was some mites outdoors on one of my outdoor plants. And it took care of it after 2 sprays. So I sprayed it one day, left, I think it was in the evening, like right when the sun was coming down, I sprayed the whole thing down real good. And then came back the next day. And that night I also sprayed it again, and they were all gone by 3 days in. So it seemed to have worked. So, but my testimonial is going to go along to their CBD line. So they make CBD oils for people and for dogs. And so my mother has a little Yorkshire Terrier that has had surgery on all of his limbs. He's got bad, joints, whatever, right? Well, the little thing couldn't walk. So I started making him cannabis oil. We'd give him a couple of drops in his food, and the little shit started walking again after like 4 or 5 days of getting this cannabis oil. So he'd been on this for several months, actually a couple of years. I was making it and I was sending stuff, to my mother. Well, Blue Organics came up with a CBD line for dogs. And so I wanted to get rid of the THC portion for a dog because they're real sensitive. And Rebecca came up and said, "Hey, we got this new line. I got some from my mom. She started using it. She said she can't tell the difference between the two. And so that means it's working just as good. He's moving around. He's able
Incredible, man.
Jump and bark and piss everybody off.
Incredible.
He gets treated better than I ever did, and I hope my mom's watching because he does, but he's a little brat. But anyway, it works. My mom is on a payment plan. It gets sent to her every 2 months, like clockwork. And he just gets his medicine straight up. Cool. And so as far as the Blue Organics supply, go visit them, man. There's all the information down there. Check out their CBD line at minimum. If you're into, if you have a bug problem or have some other problem, they probably have a deal for you as well. Okay. Anyway, man, I can't say enough about them.
50%, guys.
50% discount, man. That's just for you, by the way. And if you guys look down there, it's Misfit Farms, all capital. Go show some love, y'all. Cool.
Hey, right. Jake, New Year was good, man. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're here.
Hell yeah. Doing some research. Yeah, man, I keep missing. While I'm talking, I'm not watching the comments. 1 p.m.
Colin said, we use chopped garlic and chilies and few drops of dish soap in a bucket of water. 24 hours done. Transfer to a spray bottle.
That's for bugs. Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool technique.
Yeah, I heard what's that? What's the chili powder?
Paprika?
No.
Tastes like a chicken breast.
That's where I was, dude. I was thinking about paprika, but that's not it. Cayenne pepper, bro.
Cayenne, yeah, that's where it's at.
You can make a spray with that too. Let's see. Cinnamon works pretty well. Just sprinkle it all around. Hey, you know what else works is the red pepper flakes. I put them all over my strawberries. It keeps bugs away for a while.
It said trifecta. He called trifecta.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Aaron Smith. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Aaron? Welcome. Hell yeah. But guys, go check out Blue Organics, man. Pretty slick. And Rebecca is she's cool, man. She was a medic. Army. She's a busy little shit, though. She just got married and got kids and just all over the place, man. I get it. I know it.
You want to go back to another question real quick?
Yeah. What's up?
Eric Moon was asking about do's and don'ts on harvesting and trimming.
I remember seeing that. Okay. So is Eric even in here? I don't even think I've seen him yet.
I don't know if I saw him tonight or not.
Yeah, well, he can come back and watch. But so getting ready for harvest. I always take off all my big feeder leaves about a week prior, but I can start like a month prior and just take off the ones that don't look so good. So I start basically defoliating slowly, 5 or 6 leaves here and there. By the time it's time to harvest, I have very limited, big feeder leaves, but I will go like 2 or 3 days prior. I will go through and I will remove all of them, just leaving the sugar leaves. Right. And so what happens after that is I just cut the whole plant and hang it here in Oklahoma. That's how I do it. And then I don't have to go trimming all those big leaves off afterwards. But if you live in a different area, maybe you can't control your environment, you can take all your bud off and hang it on a tray if you want and let it air dry that way. You can cut the limbs off, separately and hang them separately. They're probably going to dry out quicker. So if you're in a high humidity area, you might want to do that. But if you're in a level playing ground, you want to get to 7 to 10 days drying time. So you want to dry in like a 55% relative humidity and like a 68, 67 degree temperature. Some people go with 60 and 60. That I've heard that number out, right? And so that's 60 degrees and 60% relative humidity. So try that one out and see if it works. But me, I dialed it into a little bit better. So 67, 68 degrees and 55% relative humidity give me 8 days of drying time every time. You guys can figure that out, over doing it over and over. Okay. What else? I think that's about all. I mean, you can wet trim if you have a higher humidity area. You can wet trim, get all your sugar leaves and all that stuff off. Just make sure you save that stuff because it's good medicine. All you got to do is make some hash or some edibles out of it. But I'm pretty sure that's all I do. I might be missing one little teeny thing or something, but I kind of feel like I am. I just don't know what it is right now. Yeah, I think that's about it though, Eric. Let's see what Jake says. Hey, Doc, are you thinking about starting a dog pet product line? My pet is super susceptible to hip dysplasia. No, I am not. But Rebecca from Blue Organics, she's your lady, man. That's the one that's gonna help your pup with that hip dysplasia. I had Weimaraners, and they were very active dogs, very good runners and hips. Once my oldest Weimaraner had babies, her hips went to shit, and she could barely move, and I felt so bad for her. That's why I started making cannabis oil for my dogs. But yeah, that hurt my heart, man, watching them. Hey, Bradley, how do you like that trim bowl, man? I believed that it took too much off. I assume user error is a big thing, and so maybe you could share with us sometime how to do it precisely without destroying your whole bud. Yeah, and Joe says dry sift if you can't make hash. So after you save all your trim, just let it dry up and put some dry ice in there and shake it up like I did my sift video.
That was a really cool video too, man.
Yeah, we had a lot of keep up on that mug, didn't we?
that was cool. Yeah,
I didn't expect it. Yeah.
You were like, oh.
Yeah, that's what's up. 2.5 years ago when I started growing, I remember someone, hold on, I'm gonna put it up here so it doesn't move on me. Started growing, couldn't. Oh, you can absolutely clone an auto. It's just going to continue on with the life cycle of the mother.
Yeah.
You just have a little one, or 2 or 4, whatever.
Hey, Jake, let me get you your answer to this. I'm going to get you Rebecca's info back up on the ticker, okay?
Oh, yeah.
There you go, brother.
Always couldn't clone an auto. Yeah, and so you can absolutely clone. I've heard a lot of things that were absolutely, oh no, you can't do that. Well, it's possible, but what they should say is you can, but you shouldn't because of this. They just don't take the time to tell you why not, or they didn't know. That could be too. Let's see. I have good luck with it. So slow turns and look at them several times. I don't know what are you talking about? Your plants? Hell yeah. All right. Any other questions, Joe? I still didn't hear no funny stories, man. Damn it.
I know. No big hair stories, ugly sweater pictures, parties or something. Granny Lisa.
What's up, Granny? Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. I hope you are too. I'm glad you're here.
Heck yeah. What's Joe talking about? Why ask why, Joe?
Why ask why? Oh. Hey, big love to all you guys out there too for being patient with us while we're kind of working the kinks out of this and getting in a rhythm. It really helps to come on here and you guys are interacting and it kind of feels like all the effort that goes on behind the scene, because trust me, I've been working on this stuff all day. We both have.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it worth it. So thank you.
Yeah, man. You did more, bro. You killed it. I appreciate you too, man. Max, he said he faked the ball dropping at about 8 p.m. for the kids. Just watch Australia's ball drop, dude. That gives you a hell of a good start on your night, bro.
Yeah, I think I laid down about 8 o'clock. I don't even.
Same.
Throws me off the next day too bad.
Yeah, I didn't wait. I didn't wait for the new year. I was just glad it was over, to be honest with you.
I did wake up, go outside, and I shot off a double shot mortar tube there at
Nice.
midnight with everybody else in town. Shot a big one off, boom, and then sat by the fire and went back to bed.
Hell yeah.
So.
That's what's up. What somebody else said, oh.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that love, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Rod says this one time in Subbock Bay. Rod, you just hold that one, bro. I'll call you later on that one. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, man. That's exactly right, Jake. You know, it's just like I was telling Luke, you know, because we were like, yeah, we gotta do this. And I was like, man, let's just sit back and have a conversation. You know, I think having a conversation with everybody, me and you talking, I wish that I could see everybody's face. That would be the only better option, you know, but you know, hearing, you know, seeing them, they're all laughing and talking even amongst themselves. That's cool, man. This is all we need, man. For me,
this is y'all's group. We want this to happen. We want you guys to be able to come somewhere and enjoy two crazy guys sitting here talking and cutting up a little bit. It kind of breaks the monotony of the day a little bit, I guess.
And we don't always have to talk about growing, you know.
Nope. If you guys have another subject you want to cover, let's do it for real.
Yeah. And Granny, yes, it has. It is absolutely blown up. Like I told Luke, I am humbled by all this action in the group. It's an awesome thing. Hits me right in the feels.
It's very humbling, man. Yeah.
Yep. Hell, Joe's Island of Misfit Toys. Yeah, man. Hey, as long as y'all see yourself as misfits, you got a place here, man.
Misfit tribe, baby.
I ain't gonna hold out on anybody, man.
Put some feels out on the name Misfit Tribe, man. What do you think?
Yeah, hey, what do y'all think, man? We were thinking about changing up the name from Farms to Tribe.
Misfit Tribe instead of Farms, and kind of give it a, you know, everybody, you know, a name, saying the name.
Did you? I know you posted it one time.
Misfit and hey Joe, I said misfit and oddball, but black sheep, I kind of like that too, man.
Black sheep. Oh yeah. Definition.
Jake said that's badass. Cool. Granny Lisa said yes.
Oh yeah.
Maxwell said I like Tribe better, and it isn't just a cannabis group.
Yeah. And so
I like that too. Good feedback.
So I wanted to read something to you guys. It's the definition of tribe. Now, obviously, everybody knows what a tribe is, but the definition really hit home for me when me and Luke were reading on it. It says a social division of a traditional society consisting of families or communities linked by social, economic, religious, or blood ties with a common culture and dialect. Right? Typically having a recognized leader. But this group, we wanted to build a group so strong that nobody knows who the leader is, right? Because this is everybody's group. This isn't my group and my group alone. It isn't Luke's alone. We are here to bring all of you guys together into making one big community. I can't say that any simpler. Luke, can you? That's what we get, man, right there.
There's nothing, there's not going to be a group like this that'll ever be successful without somebody that can set their ego aside and open up their
that's facts.
You know, just open up their mind a little bit and realize there's a bigger picture to just one group. You can stay in your groups. You can stay in that group, or you can stay in this group.
Sure.
But this group is an opportunity for everybody to collectively gather. Your veteran group, you can stay there. Your spousal group, you can stay. But if there's information that you need or you want to hear, you want us to present to you, that's why we're here. That's what we want to do. And I think it's going to go a long ways with y'all's help in keeping this thing successful. Because I mean, without you guys so far, it wouldn't be where it's at right now without the support of everybody on here tonight.
Yep.
Operation Graybeard. Come on, man. You wish you could grow a beard like this, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off some length, man. It messes up all my shirts. Can't even see native. It's just cover shit. Yeah.
Give them a
Yeah.
little.
But we got any other questions? Any other input? Guys, we're going to start doing some, I guess, question type things. Those, what do they call those? When you put up the options and you guys can pick what you like
Oh,
the best.
like a poll.
Survey, poll, yeah, whatever. Man, we're going to try to do some stuff like that. Yeah, and just get some ideas from you guys, what you want to see. What do you want to see on the page? And besides cannabis, what do you want to see? What do your spouses want to see? What does your mom, dads, what do they want to see? What do they want to know about the veteran? Let's sometimes our support group doesn't necessarily understand this. Let's teach them. Let's tell them those hard things to talk about. Perhaps I could say it in an elegant way. You know what I mean?
Joe Schroeder. He said, my beard is more bushy. So you got like 3 generations of beard growth, right? If you put Joe on the other side of you and then me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I haven't seen Cade Moore in a while. I'd like to see Cade.
I sent him another invite today. Reached out to him, so we'll see.
Okay. We'll find him. Anyone interested in MAP therapy? What's that mean? What's MAP? Do you know, Luke?
I don't know. Max, you got 10 seconds, bro. No, I'm just messing with you.
Put the countdown on. Ding, 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 ding.
No, we can, Max, we can talk about that, man, and
okay.
And learn a little bit about that. That'd be
I've heard of MAP, but I thought that was a car thing.
Psychedelic. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like psilocybin.
Yes. I wasn't trying to get excited yet, but
okay. Well, you should have said that to begin with, damn it. Hell yeah. I'm down to talk about it. Yeah. I'm not opposed. I do now from Doc will tell you, do your research, people. If you're going to mess with a psychedelic that you've never messed with before, do your research. Don't go jumping into some trip that you have no idea what to expect. It just makes sense. I wouldn't do it because there's a lot of things that I don't want to work on right now. They're back there for a reason, and they've been all tucked away just perfectly. I don't need to work on them just yet. I got other shit.
Roger that.
Ketamine injection in my state. It's 100 out of a pot. Oh, ketamine. I wonder what that was about. Trip. Any other? This is different. Licensed therapist. Oh, so licensed therapist doing it. Yeah, I would suggest that be a cool thing to do.
Yep. EMDR type stuff.
Yeah, that reminds me of, since you have a doctor with it, it seemed like that ayahuasca. Is that how you call that? Where you go and you drink that shit with the shaman or something?
Oh, I don't know.
There's all kinds of these little trips out there you can go take. What about a grower vet highlight once a month?
Hey, Jake, if you have a link to that book, bro, feel free to make a post, stick it up, and we'll get it up there. That way everybody has access to it, man. We'd love to get that up for you.
Yeah, Jake, for sure. Can you message us on that book title or share it with the group or something?
That way we can check it out, man.
I like that. See, now that's exactly what I was talking about. You guys can read, understand what to expect from it. Just don't go in there blindly.
Good deal, bro.
Sweet. All right. Well, man, we hit our hour mark, guys. That would just went too. Hell yeah. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, for Jake, we'll be looking for that one. And Rod, that grower vet highlight once a month. Okay, so if we have a veteran grower that would like to maybe come on, talk about his growing experience, how he started, why he started, things like that. And like talk about life experiences. Nice, man. Maybe we can make that happen. Yeah, we'll have to check into that. You guys need to let me know if you're interested in that, okay?
You guys have any like-minded people out there on your page that you think would enjoy the mission and contribute to what we're trying to do here and share knowledge with anything that we want to cover, feel free to invite somebody out that's going to be here for the right reasons.
We got plenty of room, y'all.
We'd love to have them.
And plenty of love too, man.
Knowledge is power.
Ah, sweet. Cool, Rod. That's what's up, man. I'm glad I could help.
Thanks, Max. Thanks, Rod.
Glad yeah, guys. So everybody, man, thank you guys for showing up. We're going to go ahead and call her quits for tonight, man. Really appreciate your support and all your stuff coming in there. And shout out to Native Veteran and Rebecca over at Blue Organics. Guys, go check them out. Yeah, man. So, Luke, you got anything for him?
No. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you Thursday.
Hell yeah, y'all. Okay. So until next time, y'all, happy growing.